Okay, so for week 4 of winter anime, the shows continue keeping it spicy. I'm gonna talk about my favorite shows this week. Also, yo, new anime dropped, yo, Netflix Record of Ragnarok season 2. But yeah, season 1, so many complaints because, yeah, just like a slideshow on the action. It did have a lot of cool fights and moments though, just if you like big sweaty dudes fighting. There was like Thor, Lubu. I know the fight that got butchered the most heavily was Adam versus Zeus, but yeah, after that, the anime's like pretty decent. Like, it was good enough that I actually like kept up with the manga. I kind of like dropped it a bit after the Buddha fight. But basically, if you like wild action shit, like this is honestly really fun. Season 2, I binged the whole thing, 10 episodes. It's pretty good. It's only 2 fights so far. But yeah, basically the formula for this anime, it's nothing like special. You got like these hot Valkyries trying to like support the human race. And basically the gods have the overwhelming advantage so far. And each fight kind of goes back and forth where each participant, they're kind of showing off their skills, their powers, until one side gets the overwhelming advantage. And then we get each of their backstories slowly. So yeah, each fight we get both their backstories. And then the winner comes out on top. And then we got all these Valkyries and gods planning shit in the back. So yeah, it's like really fun. I like seeing Brunnhilde's crackhead faces. And I recommend watching the show. It's probably the most action heavy show this season. There's a good amount of CGI in this anime during some of the scenes, but overall, a fun show. And after that, some more ongoing shows. So we got Inspector season 2, episode 4. We kind of get the reveal to this big mystery. Who is the murderer? So then Kotoko tells Masayuki, you are not the killer. I already knew who it was. It's so obvious. And she was kind of cheating because you got ghosts and spirits kind of like listening in the police headquarters, and some of them are actually eyewitnesses in the murder in the river, so she knows everything right now. But yeah, basically it was like this weird girl that was working with Masayuki, and she was like a complete yandere. She had feelings for him, but he was such a nice guy that after he got like fired from his job, he kind of like stopped making contact with her. He's like, oh, you're smart enough to handle yourself. So yeah, he didn't know how much in love with her she actually was. And it's kind of like a pattern in Masayuki's life where he's just like attracted to like these psychotic women that want to kill him. So basically we get the reveal that Masayuki, his alibi, even though it's like kind of shaky, there was no way he could have killed her. And even the police kind of know this. Kotoko kind of like uses some pseudoscience, some like logic to kind of like make it so yeah, Mirai-san's not the suspect anymore. So yeah, the girl that actually murdered his ex-wife, why did she do it? So she was kind of like looking for ways to get closer to Masayuki. So she was like, okay, if I murder the wife, so Masayuki's like definitely gonna go to jail because it's like a revenge killing. No one's gonna believe him. But then what if I believe him? What if I'm the only one girl in his life that like takes his side, and then he's gonna be dependent on me? Even when he's in jail, I'm gonna be with him. So she's basically kind of like emotionally manipulating him. The thing is, Masayuki, he already got a Yuki Onna girlfriend, so he doesn't really care too much anymore. But yeah, this is why Kotoko kind of eased him into the story with like the previous episode. It's because like Masayuki never really trusted anyone, and when he realizes like this should happen to him, like he probably won't trust anyone anymore. So she wanted to make his heart open to the Yuki Onna so he can finally like see the faith in humanity. But yeah, this dude's life is kind of cursed. Like maybe the Yuki Onna might kill him later, because yeah, all these women seem to have something against him. But yeah, besides that, a fun, relaxing episode. We get the conclusion to this arc, which was really fun. The music goes really hard. I think we got like a new ending visual. And yeah, this is basically story time, the anime. So yeah, kind of excited to get more arcs. After we get the conclusion for like a big mystery, we kind of like just like move on. So yeah, hopefully these mysteries continue to be satisfying, make us think. And yeah, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen next time. So for Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, episode 4. Another cute episode. Kubo stalking Shiraishi again. This girl is on another level. Every time Shiraishi's hanging out by himself, she's just there to kind of embarrass him. He does like kind of transformation poses with his little brother in the park, and then yeah, Kubo kind of like takes a video of them. After that, they kind of hang out at school. Kubo's actually wearing tights. Shiraishi kind of like looks at her like, yo, something's off about Kubo, I can't tell what. And then he finally like mentions tights to her, and then she kind of teases him on it, and she's like, bro, you've been staring at my tights for the whole day. So yeah, just like cute playful teasing. Oh, also something else that happened was pretty funny. So they kind of go to a 7-Eleven. Kubo's like, oh, I want coffee from like those automatic coffee machines where you like pay for the cup. That's kind of just like childish innocence from her. She doesn't really know the sizes of the cups or anything, so Shiraishi kind of helps her out. And then Shiraishi gets a meat bun. But wait, this is the biggest moment here. Kubo takes a bite of his meat bun. This is kind of like a very dramatic scene, but yeah, I thought it was like pretty funny. After that though, a big moment happens. It's Valentine's Day. Already, yo, the pacing on this anime, we're just like going through the checklist. And here the girls have to give chocolates to the guys, so Kubo's out here kind of baking herself. She tries to make chocolate, but it's like that anime trope, this girl cannot cook for some reason. So her big sister comes in, so like the big tall red-haired girl that always teases Kubo. One of my favorite characters, really hot. And then yeah, she kind of bakes cookies. So yeah, Kubo makes some heart-shaped cookies for Shiraishi. A lot of them came out kind of bad, but one of them came out perfect. It's kind of funny though. I'd rather prefer chocolate than cookies, but you know, whatever works, works. Free stuff. Who's complaining? Shirashi gets it. He eats it. He's like, yeah, it tastes pretty good. Thing is, he doesn't know who gave it to him. Like, bruh, this is the only girl in the school that can actually see you, so he doesn't really put two and two together. But Kubo still plays along. She doesn't really want to admit her feelings. It was very cute, but yeah, more of the same stuff happening. All right, so for Vinland Saga, season 2, episode 4, bro, things are heating up. We see the snake. So he's like this big, strong dude. He's like the leader of these mercenaries. And yeah, Thorfinn was getting sliced up. The snake kind of saves him. And then yeah, he kind of gets like bandaged up. He's like, bro, you don't want to die. Like, stop risking your life. Stop acting all depressed and shit. And then he actually has some killing intent. So he wants to test Thorfinn. He kind of pulls out his sword. It was pretty scary. Thorfinn gets flashbacks of Askeladd. And he kind of parries the sword strike, kicks him in the arm, and dodges. So yeah, Thorfinn still got the moves. And then Snake was like kind of testing him. So he kind of tells all the other mercenaries to like leave them alone. And basically, yeah, Thorfinn got some respect points from him. It seems like for these first few episodes, we're gonna break Thorfinn free of his depression. So he just has to meet a lot of people, give him more perspectives, give him a reason to live. Also, we see Einar kind of like sus of Thorfinn now. You know, he's kind of like a big brother type of endearing friend, but he realizes that Thorfinn is a soldier. He's been to war. He's part of the Danes that kind of like invaded England, kind of burned down all these houses. So he didn't directly attack Einar, but yeah, Einar hates all these Vikings. Einar kind of gets in his feelings. So Thorfinn is asleep. Einar tries to strangle him. This big ploy for revenge. It's very out of character for Einar, but yeah, we see that he is like an emotional dude. He has to deal with a lot. But yeah, like when he's choking Thorfinn doesn't even care. He's in his own dreams doing his own shit. Like he got the infinite Tsukiyomi on him, dreaming about literally all the people he's killed, all the villages he's burned, all these people that kind of attacked him and haunted him. So yeah, Einar realizes that him choking Thorfinn isn't really gonna do anything. Thorfinn's like just yelling in his sleep on his own. So yeah, Einar kind of lets go, wakes Thorfinn up, and like have a cool kind of bonding moments. So story's kind of slowly developing. No major points happening so far, no more familiar characters we're seeing. But yeah, at the end of the episode, we see the king, that dude that was with Askeladd and Thorfinn at the end of season 1. He kind of shows up, so maybe he's looking for Thorfinn. I guess we'll see, but yeah, storytelling is like really nice, very well paced, and more shit is definitely gonna happen in the future. Okay, so for Bungou Stray Dogs season 4, episode 4, we're kind of in a present time right now. We're still following Rompo, so yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happens after like the end of season 3. We see Rompo kind of wearing a bear mascot suit. After that, yeah, there's some serious stuff happening because Doppio Kunikata, he's in prison right now. Like after some girl's murder, like there's some grenade shit, and he was like accused of like setting the grenades off. There's no evidence. So yeah, Rompo's kind of like trying to free him because Rompo's like, yeah, it was my fault that you're in this mess in the first place because you can find the killer. After that though, we see Poe. So yeah, another funny interaction with Rompo and Poe. They keep annoying each other. Basically they're talking and waiting, but it's actually like a murder that's like happening right now. So yeah, Rompo goes sees through the window. Some dude gets like pushed off a building. He kind of falls. It's made to kind of look like a suicide, but yeah, someone actually murdered him. The thing is, Rompo figured out the details in a second. He sees the shoe kind of came off in a weird way where he had his shoe on when he was falling, but it fell off when he landed on the ground. So he realized that someone put a mask on him and like a fishing line to like drop him. So yeah, Rompo basically solved the case instantly, and he has like the special ability to clear all evidence. So yeah, his power is kind of weird where it just like erases all signs, all fingerprints, all like video evidence of him. So it's like very hyper specific. But yeah, basically, yeah, it's the perfect crime because Rompo, he can't see any details. So he kind of like gives up. He leaves Poe by himself, and then Rompo goes get a taxi somewhere. The thing is, he bumps into Oguri randomly. So is this part of Rompo's plan? He seems kind of clueless, but it's like pretty funny. He's probably not. But yeah, basically Rompo did do so much about this murder. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen. Pretty funny episode so far. We're kind of getting into more story in the season. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see where this anime will go. Okay, so for Blue Lock episode 16, kind of some more trainings and like hanging out as our teams are getting established. So we see Buro. He's kind of living with Nagi and Isagi in the same room, and he's like a clean freak. He's actually pretty meticulous with the details. He doesn't want things to get dirty. He wants things to be perfect exactly how he wants it. So he actually has like a pretty good ego, kind of suited for Blue Lock, where he kind of has like mild OCD, I guess. But yeah, our teams are getting established. They're talking, they're training, they're practicing. Buro trains really hard. Isagi kind of copies him, and his body's just like so tired. After that, they go to the baths together, so it's kind of chill, relaxing time with your bros. The thing is, we see the other team, the boys that are betrayed by Isagi. So it's the hero guy Kunigami, it's Chigiri, the red-haired fast guy. We see their abs, their bodies, and there's also the purple-haired guy Ryo who got betrayed by Nagi. So yeah, this is the next team we're facing off against, and I think Isagi's team is gonna win. All right, they're really confident. They got strong ass weapons. I mean, the scary part is that Chigiri's like super fast. No one can really catch up to to him. And our team kind of has a lot of egos. It's just like two hard carries and Isagi that kind of like sets people up. I wonder if Isagi's team, if they win, who are they gonna pick? Because, you know, could be anyone. I would pick Chigiri, honestly, but, you know, Rio's also a good pick. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting match. And yeah, that's it for this week. You know, Record of Ragnarok dropped and a lot more exciting shows. But yeah, nothing really standing out so far. But yeah, overall, it's still pretty chill watching them. All these isekais are really fun as well. Like, even the generic ones are pretty decent to watch on the second monitor. But yeah, the funniest one I like so far, yeah, Handyman Side Toe. This shit is still hitting so much, you know, like good fan service, good like funny moments. It doesn't really overstay its welcome, really quick scenes. So I can't wait to get more of that. And yeah, please let me know what your favorite anime this week was.